Guys, I am so sorry. Somebody decided to call me right in the middle of my live, and it made me so upset. Okay, so continuing where I left off. One thing I also wanted to mention about taking supplements and stuff. And of course, you also need to be mindful of any other medications you might be taking, so on and so forth. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm simply chronicling my journey, and hopefully it will help someone. Only medication I take is Suboxone, so I don't have to worry about that. So two things to note. I mega dosed on the vitamin C and the other supplements I told you about in the video before I got cut off. And I also take turmeric. I take really high doses of the turmeric. Actually, I don't have the bottle on me, but it's like 900 milligrams or micrograms. Milligrams or micrograms, one of the two. I can post it down in the comments later. I got that from the vitamin shop as well. Basically, I got the highest one available. And it says like turmeric and curcumin or something like that on the front of it. So super easy to find. Get the highest one you can find. Let me tell you why turmeric is great. Two reasons. Number one, my disease causes severe inflammation throughout the body. Okay, so that is like the source of my pain. It's called Lofgren syndrome. Okay, so turmeric is fabulous for inflammation, but not only that, guys, it is a potentiator of Kratom, which means that it actually helps it metabolize better and makes it so it makes your dose last longer, and it makes it more effective, or like stronger, if you will. So what I noticed is when I was struggling at night to go to sleep with the Kratom, and you know, I was having some of the detox symptoms, I noticed that when I took turmeric, it would completely like knock that out. I wouldn't have the trouble sleeping anymore, and it definitely made the Kratom more effective, and it definitely makes it last longer. So if it only lasted for like you know, 4 or 5 hours, if you take turmeric with it, which I was taking 2 capsules of like the strongest turmeric I could find, which was the 900 either milligrams or micrograms. I can't remember which one. It's probably milligrams. But if you guys I take 2 of those, and I take it every time I dose with the Kratom. Now, you probably don't need to do all that, but I do. So I take the Kratom in the morning. I take 2 turmeric capsules. I take it in the afternoon. I also take 2 turmeric capsules. And then when I take my night dose, I take 2 turmeric capsules. Now, that's a potentiator. And then also grapefruit juice. Grapefruit and grapefruit juice is a potentiator as well. So I've gotten great results with my Kratom, or better results from my Kratom, using both of those. I'm gonna detach this now because I'm actually stationary. So yeah, there we go, because the sun is like shining so bright, and I just noticed it was like cutting off the video. I'm almost done anyway. So I just wanted to let you guys know about the supplements I was taking, and then also the magnesium for leg cramping and stuff like that. Mega dosing the vitamin C. Mega dosing means to bowel tolerance. That means until it gives you diarrhea. So for example, for me, I take the 1000 milligram vitamin C capsules, and so for the 1000 milligram, I actually take about anywhere from 6 to 10 of those. So it's 6,000 to 10,000 milligrams for me for bowel tolerance. Now, you don't want to take it to bowel tolerance and have diarrhea all day, every day, because obviously that's going to be a problem when you're detoxing. You can't, you got to stay really well hydrated when you're detoxing, and then you can't be like, losing fluid in your body like that. So once for me, what I did was, when I got it to bowel tolerance, I would take like 1 or 2 capsules less than that, because then I know, okay, 10, it gives me bowel tolerance. So 2 less than that, it's not going to give me diarrhea. Okay, so I know that's like a lot of information, but this stuff is important. We're talking about health. It's natural stuff. It's a part of the body. You know, I mean, you can't be like, you know, you can't care about those things when you're trying to help people and get them to understand. So, and I don't care, you know, I'm grown. So I just wanted to give honor and glory to God because, you know, like I said in my last video, like without God, I wouldn't have even been able to make it this far or do this by myself. My doctor was actually like shocked that I was able to just go ahead and do that and have very minimal symptoms and stuff. He expected me to have some problems. He was like, yeah, if you run into some problems, give me a call, this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to be fine, because like with prayer and faith and, you know, doing what I'm led to do, like through Christ, I knew I was going to be okay. So I actually wasn't too worried about any of that stuff. Really, I just wanted to hurry up and get through the detox and stabilize, and so then that way I could be able to move on to my next phase. Now, I had told you guys I was using medical marijuana as well for like pain control and stuff. Well, there's like a serious problem here in New York State, because now all of a sudden they're trying to roll out this oil-based solution. Not trying, they have rolled out this oil-based solution. And like the reason why that really irritates me is for the simple fact that I can't break that down because I don't have a gallbladder. So my issue is they don't have a product right now that I can use. So I'm limited to the Kratom, my supplements, and that's about it. But like I told you guys before, I'm doing really well. The turmeric, the grapefruit juice, the Kratom, the powdered greens, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, eating even when you don't really feel like it in those beginning stages of the detox. That is so important because it's really going to set the stage for how the rest of your detox goes. Like, because I heard what the one guy was saying about making sure you eat healthy and making sure that you eat when you don't really feel like it, I knew that if I pushed my appetite in the beginning, I knew that that was going to set the stage for me having an appetite throughout the rest of my detox. And it did, and it worked great for me, and I was fine. So I will say I probably am functioning about 80 to 85%. I am not 100% pain-free by any means. Like, it is a constant struggle. But at the end of the day, I would rather be sitting here taking a bunch of Kratom, which I'm not at that point yet, but because I'm going to have to take it, you know, possibly for the rest of my life, because I'm always going to need something for pain control for the sarcoidosis. You know, I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable taking Kratom for the rest of my life than I am methadone, Suboxone, you know, fentanyl, 100 micrograms and stuff, because none of that stuff gave me total pain relief, and it definitely did not give me quality of life. I wasn't able to hold a job and, you know, go grocery shopping without being in excruciating pain and just be able to enjoy myself and be out with my son. Nor did I even have like the energy. I was always so tired. And like now, you know, when I wake up in the morning, it does take me a little bit longer to get moving, because what I have to do is take, you know, the Kratom, and then I'll take it with my turmeric or my grapefruit juice, and then I have to wait about an hour for all of that stuff, you know, to get moving around. And then once that stuff kicks in, like, I'm great, you know. And I'm super happy that it only takes a little bit. It's been like a lot of prayer, you know, a lot of just being still and listening to God and making sure that I'm led on things. And now I'm actually helping another individual. She has lupus, and I'm helping her, and she started her Kratom journey for pain control. She's not on any narcotics, so she just went straight to the Kratom for pain control, and she was like thanking me so much for the information and for the help and for being down to earth and everything. I met her at a job. She works for the post office. I love her. She's like a really amazing girl. Like, I love her so much. She's just awesome. And so it's cool to have someone, because lupus mimics sarcoidosis and vice versa. The symptoms are literally the same, with like the chronic fatigue, the joint pain, and all of those things. So it's really nice to have someone that is, you know, in the same predicament as me, and we're taking this journey together. And, you know, I'm sharing information with her, and she's like thanking me that she's learning so much. And ultimately, that's what Halo of Hope is about, guys. Halo of Hope is about helping people get back to homeostasis in their body, getting your body back to balance so that you can function like a normal person and like actually have a quality of life and not be struggling and, you know, and bedbound, because that essentially that's what it was for me. I was bedbound. And that's no life to have. This girl is young. I think she's like 25 or 26. She's like the same age as I was when I was diagnosed. So, you know, who wants to be bedbound at the age of 26? That's not cool. So, again, I uploaded a video, attempted to upload an update last week, and it just would not post. So, and then my last video that I was just uploading, someone called and interrupted it. So this is the tail end of that video. You want to watch the other one first. This is Suboxone Kratom update. This is a continuation from the other video because it was interrupted. I love you guys. Support. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. I will update you guys when I drop down to the 2 milligrams. And like I said in the previous video, I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 milligram in the morning and 1 milligram at night to try to negate some of those, you know, symptoms that I get really bad at night that flare up. You know, I don't know. It's going to depend on how I feel led in the spirit. But at the end of the day, I love you guys. I'm here. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm here to encourage you. You can email me at Desiree, the number 4, haloofhope@gmail.com. I'll be happy to help you out, answer any questions you may have, give you any guidance. My guidance is not medical advice. It is simply to help you make a decision on what may work best for you. And that's pretty much it. So I will try to update you guys as soon as I can on the next go round of this journey. And like I said, God, Lord and Savior above all else, He is my helpmeet. You know, He keeps me sane. He keeps me in the fight, and He keeps me encouraged. And, you know, God is just absolutely amazing. You need something to hold on to, something to keep your faith and determination strong. And God just so happens to be that for me. All right. You guys have a great, amazing, and blessed day. And I'll talk to you in my next update. Bye-bye.